I'm Trevor J, and I'm really excited to be able to introduce you to our new Predict Risk Visualiser capability, which is going to provide you with risk insight way beyond your standard static risk registers. If you want to look at the big risks that could hit our organisation, you can choose to group them in many ways. Here I'm using folders to look at global risks identified by the World Economic Forum that I think could be appropriate to my business. At the next level down, I'm looking at risks relevant to my industry sector, and then here are some risks specific to my actual company. Now, if I move up a level, I can begin to see all of the risks in a single view. Now, what Predict Risk Visualiser allows me to do is to see how these risks are grouped based upon a category of my choice, in this case I'll take geopolitical, and once it's generated, I can not only see how they're grouped together, but I can also see how the risks are linked together. Now, this is an absolutely great way of starting risk conversations with people, which just wouldn't happen if you were looking at static risk registers or the detailed information about individual risks. Because we can now start to look at things like the US-China trade war risk I've got here, and we can see how it's linked to multiple risks all across our organisation. As you see, if I hover over a risk, it brings up the basic information for me, and I could just double click to go straight to the full detail for this risks. You can see a number of interesting things here. Not only the risk score, based on the combination of its probability and its impact, which is shown by the size and the colour of the risk, but also the velocity, indicated by the size of the ring around the risk. Velocity is important, as it is an indication of how quickly the risk will impact us if it occurs, telling us how long we have to perform our fallback plans. Predict Risk Visualiser is not only useful at a company level, I could also be looking at it at a project and a program level. Here I've got a number of risks within different projects that form part of a program. Now I want to see how these risks are not only connected to each other, but also to those World Economic Forum risks. So I've actually created a list combining all of those risks together. And again, I can run my Predict Risk Visualiser, this time perhaps looking at how they're grouped together by country. We generate that, get again to see how these risks are affecting the different countries, how they're grouped together there, but how the interactions now between different parts of our organisation. So I've got risks here in the climate action failure is linked to risks across in both Germany and the United Kingdom. But the moving of things around helps me see certain things such as, look, this major cyber attack risk isn't actually connected to any others, which doesn't seem right to me. So I'm going to pull it out over here so that I can highlight that next time I start a risk conversation with the relevant people. I hope you found this useful, and please do take a look at our recent blog article or get in touch via our website.